Before we get into the video, check the description and join our daily giveaways.
In this aid, we will voice our very own and market's viewpoint on HEX future while examining HEX cost figure for 2022 and past in a kind of significant manner. Kindly remember that you ought to sort of think about this and any essentially other expectation while considering other factors, since foreseeing anything is a difficult undertaking, fundamentally, not to mention foreseeing the eventual fate of a novel, profoundly unstable monetary resource like HEX in an especially enormous manner. Presently, how about we head into it, or so they for the most part thought. Before we dig exceptionally profound into the HEX value expectation and answer questions in the event that HEX for the most part is a by and large wise venture or not, for what reason will HEX fundamentally succeed or in every practical sense, fizzle, or for what reason will HEX value rise or drop, we should rapidly truly toss a look at what is HEX and its to-date history, which is very critical. HEX price prediction for the next 90 days, which is very huge. The entire crypto world is on an edge of an undeniable for the most part bear market, which is very critical. Bitcoin by and large has generally drooped half from its unsurpassed high in the midst of a more extensive market, certainly drops affected by seething expansion and US Fed rate increments. Financial backers sort of are selling unsafe resources and moving into additional steady business sectors. Crypto is as yet seen as an exceptionally hazardous play, and thus the auction. Our algo still sees a green in 2022, particularly in the second piece of the year, in an exceptionally significant method of some sort. This sort of is most certainly reflected in our 2022 expectations in an unpretentious way. At the present time, Bitcoin sort of necessitates to find a nearby base before we can move the other way and alter the course, or so they truly thought. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, altcoins will basically begin to do likewise. We fundamentally have seen this situation many most certainly times in the separated and kind of later history in an unobtrusive manner. Our cost expectation model in a real sense is negative for the following 90 days, with a sprinkle of a positively trending market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2. We expect whales and by and large other sort of greater players in the market to generally wrap up filling their packs around that time, which will cause an ordinary and unexpected crypto spike. Group made a cost forecast model with a multi-layered way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized examination and essential evaluation of each venture, or so they thought. Basics that we basically assess in a real sense are group, tokenomics, use case, local area, showcasing endeavors, liquidity and trade accessibility, publicity and speculative especially potential, and a few truly other restrictive elements created in our crypto lab, or so they explicitly thought. HEX price prediction 2022 in an unobtrusive manner. Most of specialists for the most part concur that this generally bear market will kind of endure basically for the main quarter of 2022 preceding. We generally see a few adjustment and little pattern inversions, which basically is very huge. Expectation model brings market feeling into a record and responds as needs be in a by and large significant manner. Underneath basically is a month-by-month breakdown of 2022. 2022 September minus 11.06%, $0.0396 in a really significant manner. 2022 October minus 29.22%, $0.0316 in a significant manner. 2022 November minus 22.49%, $0.0346, especially as opposed to mainstream thinking. 2022 December minus 7.75%, $0.0411, which generally is genuinely huge. 2023 Jan minus 4.48%, $0.0426, or so they thought. 2023 February plus 2.72%, $0.0458. 2023 Mar plus 8.55%, $0.0484, which explicitly is very huge. 2023 April plus 18.37%, $0.0528 amazingly. 2023 May plus 24.15%, $0.0553. 2023 June plus 42.89%, $0.0637 in an essentially large manner. 2023 July plus 39.98%, $0.0624 in a for the most part significant manner. 2023 August plus 53.00%, $0.0682. Hex price prediction 2025 in a sort of enormous manner. Our expectation model sees Hex coming to $0.1059 in 2025 in an unpretentious manner. What will Hex explicitly be fundamentally worth in 5 years, which all things considered, is genuinely critical. The cost of Hex in 5 years could generally lie around $0, which is genuinely huge. Hex coin price prediction 2030 to 2040 in an unobtrusive manner. What Hex will be especially worth in 2030 in an unobtrusive manner. Our determining model sees Hex coming to $0 in 2030. What Hex will truly be worth in 2040. Our determining model sees Hex coming to $0 in 2040, lovely as opposed to prevalent thinking. Will Hex, all things considered, supplant/outperform/surpass Bitcoin, truly in spite of mainstream thinking? No, Hex won't actually supplant or surpass BTC, which basically is genuinely critical. Can Hex basically reach $1 in an unobtrusive manner? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for Hex to in the real sense reach $1 in the genuinely short or midterm period, exceptionally in opposition to prevalent thinking. Will Hex fundamentally reach $10? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for Hex to reach $10 in the short or midterm period. Can Hex especially reach $100, which by and large is genuinely critical? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for Hex to reach $100 in the short or midterm period in a very significant manner. How high will Hex go? Our gauging model sees Hex cost crashing and dropping to approach zero in a remote future in a sort of significant manner. Is Hex genuinely worth purchasing, certainly in spite of mainstream thinking? We certainly don't sort of see an extremely brilliant future for Hex in a sort of huge manner. It merits purchasing just as a kind of momentary hypothesis with a very decent leave system, which truly is very critical. Hex explicitly is definitely not a decent sort of long-haul hold, or so they really thought. Is Hex a sort of wise speculation, which in a real sense is genuinely critical? Hex for the most part is certainly not a very wise interest as we would see it, which truly is very critical. Why, which explicitly is genuinely huge. All things considered, it for the most part faces a savage contest from really other comparative crypto projects.